This will be a blind Let's Play of OneShot with my added commentary. This game slowly became one of my favorite games ever during this Let's Play. I highly recommend it. The developers of OneShot took a huge risk that I really appreciate, and to spoil it would be a huge disservice to the game. What I will say is that, in a similar fashion to The Witness, this game has a jaw-dropping moment that I think it's safe to say most players will not even run into. This was already a 10 out of 10 game for me, but that moment really pushed the game from a 10 out of 10 game to an 11 out of 10 game for me. I consider this game a masterpiece, on the level of something like Undertale that never got a lot of mainstream attention. So of course, I'm going to recommend that you buy this game on Steam and play through it blind yourself, before watching any Let's Play of it. If you're still interested in seeing my Let's Play, however, then here it is. I have to make a couple additional comments. First of all, I apologize for the poor quality of these first 3 parts. I did tweak the quality in part 4, and it looks much better there. Also, I started playing this game and then forgot about it for a pretty long time, and then came back to it. So you'll have to forgive me for needing to relearn some of the most basic game elements pretty early on in the Let's Play. Anyway, without further ado, here it is. Presenting OneShot. Hello guys, and welcome to a blind Let's Play of OneShot. I've already played a little bit of it because I messed up my first recording, but honestly that's probably for the better, as the first recording was mostly just me fumbling around with trying to get the controls the way I want them, as well as just me trying to figure out the first puzzle in the game, which took me way longer than it should have, mostly because I wasn't used to the keys yet. So this is going to be a blind Let's Play, but the first little bit I'm already familiar with. So let's go ahead and hit start. Which is, yeah, a different key now, because I need to reset. I reset my save game, so it's going to be completely from the beginning. So I'm going to need to reset my keys again. Alright. Yeah, the reason I messed up my first recording... So, yeah, we just wake up. Hello? Okay. Can walk around. So the reason I messed up my first recording is that the settings button in this game is also the same button that I used to stop recording my video. So I've gone ahead and I've changed that now, so I should be able to actually set my key bindings in peace. So we're gonna make this Q. We're gonna leave that as Shift. Cancel is going to be backspace. Deactivate. What did I have that as? Deactivate. I forget what I had it as. I think Enter. No. Well, I forget what I had that as. I'll leave it as W for now. These I had is just the numpad. They seem to be useless keys. The menu. That's going to be escape for me, please. These are both going to be backspace. And for items, this is going to be the F key. Alright. Oh, I remember what I had this had as E. Okay, that's good. That's the way I like it. Then, this can also be action. Escape. Okay. Accept. Alright. So, I already know this puzzle solution. This one took me way longer than it needed to. There's a TV remote here. Nico picks it up. Okay. The withered plant sits here, stiff and dry. The branch snaps off. Okay, we picked up the branch. You can see our inventory, but there isn't much to do with it right now. A pair of luminous yellow eyes stares back at Nico. There's no water in the toilet. The tub won't run. one other thing, I'm recording this video at full screen. I'm going to crop it when it's when it's done and when I'm editing it. But I'm recording the full screen video because a friend of mine told me that the game uses alert dialogues and such, and that you need to record the entire screen and not just the game window. So I'm doing that. A soft, glowing light trickles through the window. Dusty books. It's too dark to read in here. Input password. Unfortunately, even though I thought I was clever for thinking that the password was 0001 because we only have one shot, that is not the answer. Nico just woke up here. Okay, so I already know that the solution to this puzzle is to use the TV remote. This window. And in the faint light, Nico can glimpse the face of the remote. All the numbers except 3, 2, 7, and 4 are missing. Now this puzzle, the puzzle to it is that the colors are in a different order than they are on the screen, which I did figure out. So it's 3, 2, 7, and 4, which is a different combination than I got before. So 3 green, 2 blue, 7 yellow. 3 green, 2 blue, 7 yellow. So 3 green, 2 blue, 7 yellow, 4 red. You found me. Why? You're already too late. Not much of this world remains. That will be apparent once you go outside. This place was never worth saving. You still want to try? I'm gonna get my mouse off the screen. I don't remember if I'm recording my cursor or not, but that could be annoying if I leave it on the screen. And remember this. Your actions here will affect Nico. Your mission is to help Nico leave. Most importantly, you only have one shot, Anthony. That's my real name. It's the name of my user account on my PC. Because Anthony is my real name. TOMYSSHADOW is just my name online. And my door unlocked. Yeah, TOMYSSHADOW is my online name. I mean, if you thought that that was my real name, then, I mean, you're a bit, that's a bit silly, but I don't think anyone did. Hello? Anyone? The TV gives off a dangerous-looking spark. Alright, so this puzzle I immediately figured out that you have to use the dry branch to light the TV. You have to use the TV to light the dry branch, I mean. Not light the TV, that would be very bad. We'd burn the house down. The sink won't turn on. Inside the refrigerator is a bottle of alcohol. Nico takes it. Just a table. Nico, are you old enough to drink? I can't honestly tell. Looks a bit short, but might be. Right. So, what we have to do is open the inventory, and you can actually mix items. I tried to do this by accident with the TV remote and the branch, which is how I knew. But you can actually mix items. And yeah, I discovered that by accidentally fumbling around with the keys again when I was first playing it. Nico readies the branch. Yeah, it won't light it without the alcohol. Something on the ground glimmers in the firelight. Appears to be a small metallic object wedged into the crack in the floor. Nico digs it out. Right. There's this door over here now. But we can't use the key we picked up. See, if we try and equip the key and we interact with this door, nothing will happen. So we can't use that door. That's not a keyhole for this key, but we can go over here. So, yeah, I'm still in the part where I played last time. Last time I got outside. So now we can go back over here. This fits into the symbol on the door. So, yeah, as I was saying, this will be a blind playthrough, but I already know this part, because this part I recorded before. Right, we actually have to... Even though you're holding the item, you still have to equip it for some reason. Because logic. To me, like, because she was holding the item, it should be equipped, but then again, that's also how it behaves to the rest of the game. Left of a computer terminal. It's left of a computer terminal. It's left of a computer terminal. Lots of computer terminals. You can now quickly travel to locations you already visited by selecting Fast Travel option in the menu. Default key for opening the menu is A. Fast travel cannot be used indoors. I'm going to avoid using that, but I probably will use it at some points if I have to backtrack. Let's follow the tracks. Who are you? What's left of a robot? We have a big, sparkling pool. We can't interact with that at all, so the game is not going to comment on this, but it will comment on the broken down robots along the road. Can't move the minecart by pushing on it. Not that it seems that it would make much of a difference anyway. Ah! That light bulb! You are here! This character... This character speaks in capitals at the beginning of every word, if you didn't notice. And, so I'm going to joke that every single word is emphasized. Welcome to our world, friend. I am most humbled by your presence, yes. Thanks. Sorry, I'm a little lost. Ah, right, allow me to explain some things. May I first ask how you arrived here? I'm not sure. I woke up in this weird house. I was really dark. Oh. So you woke up in an unfamiliar dark location. Mm-hmm. Just as my prophecy foretold, yes. You are the savior we have been waiting for. You will be the one to save our world from eternal darkness. I'm a bit suspicious of this. I will now provide you with vital information. Please ask me anything. Well, can you tell me about... I'm most curious about the computer, because I didn't really know... I saw the message, and, like, I didn't quite really get it. I don't know how this game connects to my computer, but I feel like a core mechanic of this game is going to be things in the game world change things on the computer somehow. In the house, I found this computer. It kept saying stuff like, your actions here will affect Nico. But I'm Nico. Are those messages meant for someone else? If I had to guess, they might be trying to pass the message to Anthony. Anthony? Ah, that would be our god. I'm not sure how much I like being a god. If you are here, that means Anthony is here also. Anthony will provide guidance for your journey. In fact, they already have. Really? I haven't seen anyone, though. Have you not contacted Anthony yet? I don't think so. Being the bringer of our son, you have the sacred ability to communicate directly with Anthony. An ability that no one else possesses, certainly not I. Please close your eyes and focus. Alright. Hello? Anthony, are you there? Yes. Oh! Nice to meet you, Anthony. My name is Nico. I actually heard someone. They said their name is Anthony. This is incredible. Do not be afraid to ask Anthony for assistance. You are the Messiah after all. Can you tell me about this world? I'm not sure I am exactly. I can't see too far off. Everything's so dark. Our world was not always this dim, nor was it so broken. But time waits for nobody, not even saviors. The world is divided into 3 regions. You're on the fringe right now, the Barrens. The tower you see in the distance once held our sun. Oh, so that's what the tall thing was. As you go further towards the center, you will cross the other regions. There should be a map still in this outpost somewhere. Oh, can you tell me about... light bulb? I found it in the house I woke up in. Within your hands is our new sun. Your son? Yes. Years ago, our previous sun sat atop the tower and spilled its life into the land. But one day the light went out. Oh. The world is still hanging on by a thread. The surface of this world is abundant with an element called phosphor. Fortunately for us, this element stored light energy from our previous sun. It's now our only source of illumination, but its energy is finite. When the last of the light dies, our world will too. But now that you are here with the new sun, all is well. You will need to restore it to the tower. That looks pretty far off. Yes, so begins your pilgrimage. Also, the sun is fragile, so be careful. If the sun shatters, the world will end in an instant. Oh. Can you tell me about going home? I don't mean to be rude, but I'm not sure about this. I don't know how I got here. I was just with my mom a few hours ago, and now it feels like I'm in a bad dream. I just want to go home. Your mission is to save our world, just as my mission is to tell you about our world. I am unable to help you beyond my programming. I am sorry. Oh. But, see, that is my mission, according to the computer, to help her to leave. Excellent. I wish you luck. I need to get her to leave my control. A robot without power. All of them seem to have no power. A robot. It seems to be okay, it just doesn't have power. Self-charging solar battery model N-87, 1-year warranty included. Simply place your self-charging battery in full daylight with the lens facing up. Charges in seconds, no external power is needed. If only. Troubleshooting manual. If the battery fails to charge, check to see the lens on the front side has not been dislodged during transport. One charge cycle will last about 10 days. If only, if only. If you notice a decline in the charge cycle within the warranty period, please contact the manufacturer. I don't think that a device will ever be capable of doing this. Maybe. I mean, it is presumably going to be held right next to the sun, so I suppose that helps. Oh, can we read any of these books? Or are they books even? Dusty shelves. Nothing on them? Just dusty shelves. A robot may not injure a living person, or, through an action, allow a person to come to harm. A robot must obey the orders given to it by people, except where such orders would conflict with the first law. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. Here is the aforementioned map of the world. The tower is in the dead center in the refuge, inside of the glen, inside of the barrens. Very simple map, although I do see a bit of an issue. There's a sea of water between them, and we don't really have any way of crossing them. Yeah. Guess we'll get a boat at some point? Or, you know, we'll get a plane, we'll just fly across it. Didn't notice this before. It won't turn on. The use of a robot as a replacement head engineer seems unorthodox, especially the one responsible for last year's incident. I suppose they had to get her away from the city, but it doesn't make it easier to swallow for those of us who work here. I hope that man knows what he's doing, management. That robot outside was responsible for an incident last year? I mean, who knows how long ago that note was written. Last year clearly isn't last year now, because nobody is here. It's a faded poster. Either way, it seemed to be a good idea, because the robot is still there and nobody else is. The rarest form of blue phosphor was found during the phosphor shrimp's spawn period. If you observe a pond with bubbled over surface, please contact management immediately. We will dispatch a harvest team as SAP. As soon as possible. Faded poster. 5 new positions are available at the mines. Housing and other provisions are included upon hiring. First come, first serve. Alright. I presumably can't do anything with these shelves. Dusty shelves. The same as the other room. Nothing particularly interesting about them. Alright, let's go in here. So this is about the point where I quit last time, and I had a very short intro video with lots of time to cut out, but now I'm getting straight to the point. So this is getting into a bit of unfamiliar territory now. Page with faded ink. Able to provide power to all robots and machinery in the area via a large electromagnetic field. Maintenance efforts are quite high as expected. We have provided customized backup cells for the few most important robots. Their electromagnetic fields are much weaker and their signals are highly specific. In other words, these small cells can only charge one single. The rest of the page is unreadable. Well, I'm going to assume that robot outside has one of those small cells then. I mean, even though it's the rest of the page is unreadable, I think I got all the information that I need from there. Some sort of small machine. I wonder what it does. I can feel my hair standing up a little. So this is probably the machine the note is talking about, sending out an electromagnetic field, considering, you know, static electricity. Her hair is standing up. It's a big machine. It doesn't seem to be doing anything, though. There's a rectangle-shaped hole in the middle. Looks like something used to fit in here. So I'm guessing I need to pick this up and put it in there, somehow. But furthermore, it must have something to do with this battery outside, right? This box looks interesting. I wish I had something to pry it open with. Alright, so let's head back the way we came and try and go north, instead of following the tracks. So weird how the light goes out when there's a transition. I guess it makes sense though, as a transition anyway, not in real-world logic. I think that these pools of water are just reflecting the night sky, like reflecting the stars. I don't think that they actually are, I don't think that they're actually... This is just where we came from, right? Yeah. I don't think that, they're like the bubbled over blue phosphor thing that I was talking about. So let's continue north. More pools of water. Oh, building. Or no, this isn't a building, this is a dock. Hello? Anthony, are you there? Yes. Oh, good. There's a robot here attached to a boat. It doesn't need to have power, and its joints are rusted over as well, but I think we should be able to fix it. After all, we'll need to cross this ocean to get to the tower. I don't want to know what would happen if I said no. Another identical-looking room. These machines look like computers. These machines look like computers. Yes, they do. They are broken terminals. It's a metal pipe. Must have broken off from one of these terminals. Yeah, is this a bed? I'm a little tired from walking. Sorry if I take a nap. Sure. Oh, the game just ended.